will provide major tax relief for middle income and for most other Americans. There will be a major tax reduction. It'll simplify the tax code. It'll grow the American economy at a level that it hasn't seen for decades. And all of this does not add to our debt or our deficit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Donald Trump last year with his tax plan. And a man who critiqued it several times since then is Stephen Moore, co-founder of the Committee to Unleash Prosperity and senior fellow with the Heritage Foundation. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you. By the way, that was music to my ears when I heard Donald Trump talking about tax cuts. I think that's going to be a major issue in this election between Hillary and look, I think Trump is going to be the nominee. And, you know, Trump is talking about cutting tax rates. Hillary has exactly the, you know, she saw this week, she came out for a higher rate on the high-income individuals, those are small business owners. It's going to be clearly a race between whether we create wealth or whether we redistribute wealth. Hillary is in the latter.
So you think that it's over, it's going to be Hillary and Trump?
Yeah, Trump is going to be the nominee. I mean, he had a monster night last night. He's going to win in Pennsylvania. And I say this as someone, I love Ted Cruz. I'd love to have seen him win this race, but it's Donald Trump's. And I think the party ought to get to its senses and get behind him, so you know the real.
But you talk about create wealth and destroy wealth, so it's a clear-cut case, not as it will be on social issues and other issues, but none more so than on this issue of taxes in the economy.
Well, the economy, the problem the Democrats have right now is the economy slowing down again. You know, so we've been in this 2% rut that you and I have talked about.
GDP.
Yeah, 2%. We're barely growing at all. And, you know, we had 1.5%, less than 1.5% growth in the fourth quarter. This quarter, my estimate, will come out with the official numbers in the next few days, 0.5 percentage point.
Wow.
That's barely staying above water.
Yeah.
Then Obama's running. Why are people so angry? Their incomes aren't growing. The GDP isn't growing. We're not seeing capital business expenses. Businesses are not, you know, spending like they normally do, and they're not hiring like they normally do. So yes, people are angry. They haven't had a pay raise in 10 years.
But when you're talking about 0.5%, I mean, you're teetering on the brink of minus, and two minuses in a row is recession. Are we headed to a recession?
We could be.
I mean, Trump said we were, but
I don't think so. But I think, you know, you go just from 2% to 1%. It's going to feel like a recession. It's not going to be officially a recession, Steve, but it means we slow down even further. You're going to get more layoffs. You've seen, what was it, Intel today announced 12,000 layoffs. A lot of the phone companies are talking about the same thing. I think this economy is in a very precarious situation. It needs a growth stimulant. And what's Hillary's growth stimulant? More infrastructure spending. What's Bernie Sanders? You know, more infrastructure. We've tried that for 7 years. Remember the shovel-ready projects, the $8 trillion of debt.
But some people worry when Trump, and you've studied what he said economically a lot more than me. Some people worry when he talks about, I think he's brought up hedge funds and this and that. I mean, has he not? Like, has he not talked about increasing the rate for or the amount that the wealthy pay to some extent?
Look, there are a lot of things that Donald Trump says that I do not agree with. You and I are free traders. He wants so I'm not saying everything's wonderful for Trump, but I think his overall theme
especially
will be
compared to Hillary.
Well, that's for sure. And, you know, I mean, look, Hillary came out for higher taxes. You saw that she came out. She says she wants to destroy the coal industry to the extent that Obama hasn't already done that. She's against fracking. She has moved so far to the left. She's not even how does she even call herself a Clinton? You compare what Bill Clinton did as president with what Hillary's talking about. No comparison. Well, she's running for Obama's third term.
Well, economically speaking, she's running away from what Bill Clinton did. And you got this poor guy, Bill Clinton. I never thought I'd say that. Has to go around apologizing for everything he accomplished, whether it's economically or with the crime bill or with DOMA, whatever. He has to say, I'm sorry. That tells you how
far to the left the Democratic Party has moved. You know, but Bill Clinton, I'll give him credit. He was very truthful several weeks ago when he said, remember, the awful 8 years of the economy. Remember?
That too, yes.
He hit it straight on. I just think if Trump, and this is a heavy lift, if he can convince people that his agenda will make the middle class better off economically, he's going to win this race.
Let me ask you about Obama. The way I figured it, he made like $460,000, and he paid.
That's nothing compared to Hillary.
Well, no, I know that.
That's two speeches.
But he made. My point is, he made right in one day. But he made less. He paid less than 18%. Okay, that's because he took advantage of those evil loopholes.
Yeah,
And his secretary may have paid a higher rate. So there was very little notice going around
What
this
I would
time.
like is get rid of all those loopholes, make the rate 17, 18%. So businesses will come back to the United States. You don't have special
Corporate
interest
rate,
favors.
yeah.
And boy, if there's any time when you'd really want to promote that agenda, it's now. I mean, I can't believe how much taxes I paid this year. And you know, Obama keeps saying, I cut taxes. Where? I'm paying more and more every year.
Yeah, well, you know, we're at a turning point. Economically and socially, this election is a big deal.
And if we have that 1% growth, you know, I don't see how Hillary wins the election. Americans are already so financially stressed out.
Stephen Moore, thank you, my
Okay,
friend.
Steve,
Always
good to
great
see
to see
you.
you.
You too.
Folks, up next, senior editor of the Washington Free Beacon, Bill Gertz. Don't miss this.